Everyone knows that becoming good at something takes practice. And guitar is no different. You'll want to move on, but you're not quite ready yet. Today, we're going to move some of those exercises to benefit your finger strength and to benefit your knowledge of the guitar fretboard. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome to the Truth Guitar Method. My name is Joel. You can call me Joel, son of Cesar. And today we are looking at lesson number 9, moving things around. In this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the exercises that are able to be moved around, and we're going to kind of unlock a little bit of the fretboard by doing that and give your fingers a little bit of a kick, a little bit of an extra boost by working them out in different positions of the guitar fretboard. All right, here we go. Okay guys, so the first exercise that we're moving is the finger lifts. Now, normally we see the finger lifts on the first string, right? 5th position. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the exact same exercise, but we're not gonna move it up this way or down this way. Your fingers will benefit more if you move it up this way to the 4th string, or move it down really. But you move it to the 4th string. The 4th string's got a bigger gauge. So you would just move to the 4th string, and then you would do the exercise on the 5th. So 10 times slow. And then 10 as fast as you can. Right? And then you do the 2nd finger, then the 3rd, and then the 4th. So there's a spot where you can move the finger lifts from the 1st string to the 4th string. Now, the same can happen with finger swaps, right? Because finger swaps is technically a similar exercise on the 1st string where you're swapping fingers. And you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to go to the 4th string. And you're just going to swap between the 4th and the 5th string. And then the middle fingers. And then the last 2 fingers. And then every other finger. And so on. So moving from the 1st string to the 4th string will definitely benefit those 2 exercises, finger lifts and finger swaps. Now the next exercise is hammer-ons. Now that exercise can actually move anywhere you want. Anywhere you take it, it's going to benefit you. What I do recommend is get away from the 1st string as much as possible. Like if you're going to do it on the 5th position, great. And then do it on the 12th, for example. But then after that, I would go to the 2nd string. Anywhere. Doesn't matter where. For 5th string. Your hand's going to benefit no matter where you take it, even the highest ones. Now, of course, this can be done on classical, acoustic, or electric. It doesn't matter. These last 3 exercises, you can do them on every single one. So for sliding octaves, it's just like the hammer-on exercise. You can really move it anywhere and it would benefit. Like you could even practice doing short slides and work your way up. You can do that. You can also move it to a different string. You can also move different fingers. You can use your 2nd finger. You can use your 3rd finger. You can use your pinky. Okay? So definitely you want to practice sliding with all the fingers in all the frets. Moving stuff around is a big part of practicing, right? We don't want to get used to just the one thing. Yes, we get used to just the one thing when we're starting out, but as you get more advanced, you definitely want to be moving stuff around. Okay, so the next exercise that you can move is in your sinking hands. Now, the one I'm talking about is the fret ascending and descending exercise, where you go on the 5th position, 3rd string, and you'd play each note 4 times. just like the other exercise, you can take this one anywhere you want. What I would really suggest is the fifth position is kind of like a midpoint, right? Everybody's fingers can kind of stretch like that normal amount. What I would suggest is doing it on the on the third string, fifth position, and then doing it on the 12th position. So you can see and feel what it is to kind of really put your fingers close together. Then I do the complete opposite and move it to a place where the string is heavier and the space is a lot wider. So first position, sixth string. And again, the concept, control, consistency, and awareness. If you hear yourself doing something incorrectly, then go back and do it again. The next exercise that you can move is the adjacent finger exercise. And that's this one exercise that we talked about in the fifth position where you do 1 and 2. And then 2 and 3. 3, 4. 1, 3. 2, 4, 1, 4. Now, you can move this one. I mean, literally you can move it anywhere. I recommend the odd frets just because that's the way I did it and I learned it well. So the third position. Right, fifth position, you already know that one. Seventh. Ninth, and then I usually would finish it off on 12. Another one of my favorite exercises to move around is the semi-chromatic speed burst exercise, which is one of the last ones that we learned in the 9th position, where we do this thing here. Love that exercise because you go at a comfortable speed and then you push through to kind of get faster. Just like the last one, you can do it at 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12. I would suggest that when you're finishing it, right, when you're going right there, you instantly move to the next spot. Like, don't pause, take a break, and then go to the next one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move from 9, I'll move to 12, and then I'll move to 5. So I'm going to show you what I would do if I were moving this exercise around. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the chromatic scale, but we're going to go to the 13th position. So here, when we start on the 13th position, now this one's a little bit of a challenge, but hey, that's what you want, right? So we've got 13, G sharp, I'm sorry, not 13. On the 13th position, we've got G sharp, G, F sharp, F, and then E is here. So we're going to have to slide back. Now on the next one, we're going to have to stretch a little farther, but the frets are a little closer together, so it's not really a big stretch. That one, we don't have to do anything, because on the third string over here, we did 3, 2, 1, 0. And here we're doing 4, 3, 2, 1. Because we're already there. So here's what it looks like so far. On the first string, stretch, back to 12. On the third string, nothing, no stretching, just straight through to 12, stretch, 12, 12. Now when you go forward, same idea, but slide over. Not on the third string. And here's what it sounds like a little quicker. That's a chromatic scale. Didn't skip a single note. We know the pentatonic pattern in the 5th position. And the pentatonic pattern as we know it is 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. In reality, that pattern can move anywhere, and it's still a pentatonic scale. The pentatonic pattern doesn't change. What changes is the key. So since we're learning it in the 6th string, knowing the name of this notes on the 6th string is super critical. And this will allow you to unlock a little bit of the fretboard as you are going. So if you learn the notes on the 6th string, right? We got E when it's open, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and then it just repeats, okay? Now, wherever you pick, that's the key that you're in. So we've been doing it on the 5th position, where here is A, and if you start with the first finger, we know that it's an A minor pentatonic. But it's also a C major pentatonic if you start with the pinky. If you move it around, say for instance to the 12th position, right, you think about the first note. On the 12th position, we've got E. So this is E minor pentatonic. Sorry, I apologize for that. And if we start with a pinky, we've got G. So this is G major pentatonic also. Right, if we move it to the 1st position, then that first one is F. So it's F minor pentatonic. If we start with the pinky, we're at G sharp major pentatonic. And so on. Just like the pentatonic scale, the minor pattern can also be moved around, right? And the one that we learned is the 3-note per string minor scale pattern, which I'm going to go ahead and do it on the 5th position, which is A minor scale. And we did 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. Don't forget to skip between, right? It's a big stretch. 1, 2, 4. And then again 1, 2, 4, but we move up a position to the 6th, and then 1, 2, 4. Now, that same thing, that's an A minor pattern. An A minor scale pattern. And just like before, you know the notes. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. If you pick a starting point, that's your minor scale. The pattern doesn't change, just the name of the scale. So if I started here, right? What note is that? Let's figure it out. Right? Here's where we need to get. So we've got E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. So this, my starting point, same pattern, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4 with a stretch, 1, 2, 4 with a stretch, 1, 2, 4 with a stretch, and you move over a fret, and then 1, 2, 4. That same pattern stays, but the name of it changes. So now we're in D minor scale. So you can move it anywhere you want. Right now we're working with the 6th string. You're unlocking the 6th string. And we already know E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and then it continues. So I'm going to show you the pattern, okay? And then just like the minor scale pattern, you can move it around anywhere you want on the 6th string and play the 3 notes per string. And just remember, if you move your starting point, the name of the note that you're starting on is the name of the scale that you're on. So I'm going to start on the 3rd fret, 3rd position. And it goes 1, 2, 4. And I skip 2 frets. And then on the next string, 5th string, same thing. So. And then on the next string, we're going to kind of crouch in a little bit, 1 position to the 4th position, 1, 2, 4. Next string, same thing. So we've got. And then finally, the last 2 strings are going to be 1, 3, 4, but we got to move over 1 position again to the 5th position. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. So it's the same pattern every 2 strings. The one with the space between. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. And then 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, but with no space in between the first, right? And on the 4th position. And then 1, 3, 4 with on the 5th position. And at the end, you get this major scale pattern. And you move it around. You can go to A major. You can go to B major. C major. And so on. Wherever you move, the note you start on is the name of your scale. That was the C major pattern. So today we moved around all these different exercises that you've been doing in a position that you've gotten comfortable with. What I would suggest is move these exercises around. Now, obviously, it's not the entire guitar routine that you're going to be moving around, because some of that stuff doesn't really move around. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson number 9, moving things around. Look out for lesson number 10, which is coming real soon, and that one is speeding things up. So we're going to talk about a little bit of speeding things up. So stay tuned, man. June 14, I'm going to be premiering something very, very special on this channel, and it's going to be going live, and hopefully you guys will benefit from it, and you will enjoy what I have planned. With that said, man, I hope you guys have a great week. And remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell. That way you're notified of when my videos come out and your guitar journey does not suffer. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Peace.